Welcome everyone. Glad to have you on board today. I'm your host, DrFox2000, and you're watching VolcanoX, a live stream. Thanks everyone for being here, and lovely to see you on such a wonderful day today, August the 23rd, 2022. And in some places it may be August 24th already, depending on where you are across that international date line. But nevertheless, we are here. We're doing our thing. And yeah, it's one of them things. Thank you for the welcomes, you guys. I appreciate that. That is awesome. And yeah, a lot of people are saying that it's gotten very quiet in Iceland all of a sudden. And yes, indeed, it definitely has. Things have quietened down a whole bunch, and it is a little bit saddening, but hey, you know, not much we can do about it. Mother Nature does its thing. I'm still wondering where the other 12 million cubic meters of magma are. They're still stuck down there in the abyss of the big chamber that they're in, obviously. And thanks, Arizona Snowman. And that is awesome. Anyway, speaking of Arizona Snowman and Piggy and all our other wonderful moderators, welcome. Glad to have you guys on board. I really do appreciate it. Also, I want to say congratulations to the first one in today, and he was hoping so much, and he did it. Lizoid. Lizoid, congratulations. You got the cookies for today, so that is awesome. And I'm glad that oh, you're sharing cookies. Okay. Oh, hang on. How come you're giving away those extra other ones? You don't like those, huh? You keeping the lava cookies for yourself. I see. Anyway, that is great fun, you guys. Anyway, okay, let's get at things. Welcome everyone, and we'll go through names real quick before the house fills up. I don't expect as many people in here today because we are not seeing any wild lava or bacon floating around or doing anything. One thing we can see are a couple of drones zipping around there, or perhaps even some stars in the sky. It is actually clear skies there in Iceland right now, which is relatively, wow, I'm going to call it's amazing. Of course, it's amazing. We don't have a volcano doing anything, but it is doing its things. Later 6 hours work done. Wow, 6,700 images downloaded later 6 hours work done. Okay, cool. Speaking of downloading things and things like that, we'll get into that in a couple of minutes. We do have a special special thing that we kind of witnessed today, and we do have to share it with you. It is kind of, in a way, breaking news, but it can wait a couple minutes yet. Anyway, welcome everyone. I'm glad to have you on board. So we'll start out by, of course, it was Lizoid who got in first, so welcome. And I see Old Nick is here, as well as Kevin Haynes, King Colin Deadman, Ariane, welcome back. Kate is also here. Gran Zed also made it in. Henry Nelson, welcome. Daryl R is here. Grandma B, welcome. The Matoma, which is Maria, welcome back. Hermione Schaefer also here. Barbell 88, welcome back. Going up some more. Andy Morgan, welcome. Glad to see you. And now we start hunting. Sue Hayes, welcome, Sue. Glad to see you here. Sharon Stewart also in the house. James, oh boy, Oulette. I hope I said it right. Oulette. Oulette or Oulette, one of the two. But anyway, welcome, and I'm sorry for butchering the names. Hermione is here. We got that. We got Henry and Kevin Haynes. We got, okay, going up more. looking for other wonderful names in the a wonderful group here. Sliding up as quickly as I can to try to get the rest here. Let's see. And I'm glad you can hear me, Sharon Stewart. Just and Sue too. Okay. Nancy Buchanan is also here. Welcome, as well as LOL, Gemma, Super Kitty, Dave and Claire. Welcome. I'm glad to have you back. And let's see, who else is in that? Connie Tyree, welcome back. And let's see, Quentin Sanders, welcome. And glad to have you back on board. Going up the ladder some more here, looking for more names of all these wonderful people that are here. Since there should be about 50 of them or so in here, or close to it. And Daryl R, we got Kate, we got going up some more, and I may have gone through all of the names already, but you never know. William NL, I know I didn't go through that one. Sultan of Swing as well, welcome back. And obviously, wrong Nick, eh? On my phone, hard to type. Okay, no worries. Going up a little bit more, looking for others. And who do we see? Sliding up as quickly as I can here, trying not to make this boring. Sometimes it's not easy, guys. Okay, we got, Tom Dice is back in here as well. Kirst Chaplin also here. Welcome, you guys. Charlotte also back. Welcome. MT Coalforge, good to have you back. And Phil, welcome back, Phil. Charlotte, we got already. There we go. Tetra, welcome, Tetra. And yeah, it was kind of a nice sunset there. And I'm up as far as I can go at the top. I don't see any other names. Maybe catch a few more down on the bottom, like Ray Scott, welcome. And who else snuck in here at the bottom? Andy Morgan, we got. Or I think we got him. Welcome, Andy. And let's see, I think that's about it. King Colin, we got. All right, let's leave it there for now. I'll say hi to you if you got missed somewhere along the way. You can always yell at me. But for right now, I went through the list, and if I missed you, I do apologize. I try to get everyone, and that's just the way it is. Anyway, on to, Kevin Williams just popped in, and let's see, anyone else? No? Good for now. All right, a little bit of fun, you guys. Let's have a little bit of fun right off the bat. So the breaking story, of course, is that there were aliens at Maridalya. They were apparently checking out the volcano, and yes, you're probably thinking I'm crazy, but you have a look yourself and take a look and just keep smiling. I'll try to describe the actions as they go along here, just so you can see what's happening. Anyway, here we go, and I did make this into a little video so I can have it for myself. Anyway, there's an alien walking by with some kind of a strange tool, and I'm not sure. He's obviously wearing some kind of spacesuit, and we're not really 100% sure what's actually going on there. It appears he did grab a lava sample of some sort, and you can see that fancy space tool he's got over his shoulder. Obviously bipedal and very interesting, but has no idea what a camera is. He's inspecting the device, I guess. Coneheads, yeah, William, that's very, very possible that there is indeed a conehead under there. I have no idea. We can't tell with the spacesuit on, so if that suit will help him. Of course it will. Come on, Piggy. It's completely sealed. Can't you see? takes everything, keeps them safe from the elements there. Bad air, bad air. Suit you, sir. Yeah. Anyway, okay, he took off. He was communicating with us. Now, here's a quick shot. There you go. You can see his spacecraft over on the left-hand side at the top, and you can actually see him wandering around out there. And it was amazing to capture that. And back we go. He's doing more stuff here with the camera. I'm not sure what the heck is going on, but it just happened that we were able to capture that. And it was only moments that that spaceship was there, and that this was really happening. And I'm really unsure of what this alien is doing right now. I could swear he was collecting samples. He's stealing the camera. No, he's got some lava rocks. I wonder what he's doing with them. Okay, more lava rocks. Now he's throwing lava rocks. I have no idea what this guy is doing. This is absolutely bizarre. This alien creature, obviously. Now he's throwing lava around. What is going on? Sacrifice him to the lava gods? I would think so. Oh my God, he's sacrificing himself. This must be some sort of an alien ritual that he's performing. And I really am not aware of what this guy is doing, you guys. It is really weird. But, aliens, they have different strategies, and he's bathing in lava, possibly, Henry. I really don't know. No, I don't think it's Siggy. This alien obviously was doing his thing. Anyway, that is about it for the capture, you guys. And I really don't know what to say about it, but we did catch it. I do want to go back to that little segment there where we caught him on the on the hill there. I thought that was very interesting. You can definitely see where he was here. I'm just rewound it. There you go, and you can see the spaceship, and you can definitely see him wandering out front there, the light spot. That suit is very reflective. I have no idea what is really truly going on, but I just figured I'd share that with you guys, and hopefully you can relate to it. Anyway, that is our fun stuff for today, you guys. And who says volcanoes can't be fun? Anyway, I really don't know who the heck that was, but that is pretty cool. And just happened to catch it there, and I figured we'll have a little bit of fun with it. But that is what it is. Anyway, you guys, let's get into the not so fun stuff. The harmonic tremor chart. And I was trying to figure out what the heck is our volcano is doing. And you guys are welcome. I'm a little bit, I was hopeful. And then my hopes were dashed. And I'm sure you can see right there. And I'm going to refresh this just so we have the latest one. But yeah, my hopes were really dashed. I was seeing this go up, and I thought, yes, let's keep going. And then the bottom dropped out, and it went back down. So definitely gotta wonder, where's Yvonne? Actually, Yvonne is working right now. I do believe she is on night shift, so she's working. Anyway, and that is what we see there. Maybe Yvonne will find that alien out there when she goes, if she goes now. They had rescheduled her. There was originally on the 1st, and then they rescheduled things to the 10th. But I've got a sneaky hunch that they may cancel that trip now, since it has quit. It's down until it isn't. I'm referring to the suit. Oh, the suit. Maybe it's Yvonne. You never know. I don't know who the heck that was, but it's interesting. Anyway, a couple of spikes in here. So we did get some couple quakes in the area, and a lot of little tremor activity here. And then it almost like somebody turned the switch off, and this is what we're seeing. So I really don't know what to expect from this volcano. Wrong map. Wanted to go onto the earthquake map here real quick and get at that and have a look and see what we've got. So looking at this one, I did refresh it a little while ago, and it should be pretty accurate right now. The small spots up top here, not going to worry about those. Let's take a look at this 2.0, and this seems to be something happening on this hill quite a bit. This was 3.3 kilometers down, happened today at 3:10 a.m. for that 2.0, and we also had a buddy there for him at 3:10, 1.3, and that was only 1.7 kilometers down. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is a mine of some sort, so maybe some activity going on there we don't know about. And I figured we'd have a quick look. The one thing we did not see on this map, anything around Ascha, Grimsvatn, or Bardabunga, or Katla. We do have one down here. This is Hekla here. We have a 1.2, a little ways away from Hekla, but it is there nonetheless. 8.9 kilometers down, happened yesterday at 1740, and 1.2 in magnitude. Looking at these other ones here, another 1.2 right there, out in the middle of nowhere, 7.1 kilometers down, 13 minutes after midnight is the time on that guy. And there was a smaller one over here somewhere, 1 point something, 1.0, and there we are. Looking at the end here, 7.3 kilometers down for that guy, happened at 2:29 this morning. So that is what we're seeing, and interesting over there. Not that much activity when we get a little closer to our area, and of course that is the Reykjanes Peninsula that we refer to. There's one, it's a 1.4, 5.9 kilometers down, 2:58 a.m. And zooming back out, here's one a little closer yet, and that is a 1.5. This was down 7.1 kilometers from yesterday at 22:24. So pretty awesome. But anyway, for those people not familiar with this area, this is the Reykjanes Peninsula, and that, of course, is the capital city right there of Reykjavik. And if we go out here, there's your Keflavik Airport, Keflavik, Reykjanesbær, Yardvik. Slide over here a little bit, you can see Grindavik down here, and there's the Blue Lagoon, the power plant. And if we zoom in over here, you can see there's Old Ragnar, and this was or is where our fissure had opened up and created our little cone. Of course, this was from the I think about the second day when they took this shot from the aerial shot anyway. But looks cool, but that is where we're at. So that gives you a pretty good idea where this group here is. The 2.1, that was 3 kilometers down. Why is that not? Oh, I'm trying to move it while it's open. It doesn't work. From yesterday, 1750 for that 3 kilometers down for the 2.1. I do believe all three of these are from yesterday. 1925, 2.9 kilometers down for that 1.9. And then 1.2 at 4.6 kilometers down. Yesterday's as well at 1750. So those are some of the bigger ones that were in the area. Now also there was a couple offshore here, that we wanted to look at. 1.9 out here. Let's see what it looked like here. 8.7 kilometers down. Yesterday's as well, 2219. This is yesterday's as well. And this is why I said it was very quiet today. Even looking at this. So that is today's at 919, 4.1 kilometers down for that 1.1 magnitude. If we go to the other map, and this is kind of what I was looking for, I've got this one set for 12 hours. And here's the total that it seed in the last 12 hours. And this one, of course, being the closest to the whole system here, 3.4 kilometers down, 0.25, happened at 15:25 this afternoon, Icelandic time. And of course, that is where Ragnar is. This is where our new fissure is. So a little bit close, but no cigar. That's too deep, too far away. This one out here, 0.29, again, not making us happy. 5 kilometers down, and it was from 12:05 today. So that is what we've got. So really nothing major going on at this point. 96, 5.5 kilometers down from 1431. And it really doesn't give us much hope as far as seeing any smaller tremors in the area that may cause it to re-erupt. And that is kind of what we're seeing, unfortunately. Very dark in these scenes when we don't have all those people there, and all the fire in the cauldron and stuff like that. So it is really a dismal, quiet place right now. Some smoke and stuff going on, but you see some vehicles still around when we see that. But that's kind of it for Iceland right now. And I don't know what else to add to it, really. It's a wait and see game if we do see anything new happening in the near future. And that'll kind of be it. So let's continue on. We will take a look around, and we'll pop over to Sicily real quick, and we will see what is going on there. By the way, I did reboot my computer and got the updates done, so everything is in a different place again. If you hear me fumbling, which is normal, it's because I'm trying to find things, and it's completely different again. So the lineup of scenes is just not in the same place. Anyway, looking at Sicily, 1851 is what that time is. We can actually still see it. We do see a lot of clouds billowing over top of the volcano. If we go back to about the 8-hour mark, you can see some what appears to be something emanating from the volcano. And I don't know if it's just because there's still heat there that it's causing that to do what it's doing. But it really, too cloudy to really be able to tell exactly what's coming from there, where, right? So, and this one here, you kind of look at this cloud right up top here. Well, that's got nothing to do with the volcano, and even though it looks like it's coming from it. Same with the clouds behind. That is just the weather in the area. And it kind of looked the same a little bit later. There you can see some off-gassing, and that definitely was from the volcano. And you can see how that cloud billowed out and kept on going. But it was very, very slow that it was doing this. And obviously you can see time is moving along, doing its thing. So that is kind of what we've got there right now. Kind of makes you wonder, is there something really going on there that we should expect this thing to pop? But for right now, I'm not going to get hopes up. There's the shots into the darkness. And of course, the further we go, the darker it gets. and then you can't see a darn thing anymore, or just the local lights. And that is back to current time. So 1:20 a.m. there in Sicily. All right, let's carry on and have a look at some other ones. We'll go to the Azores, and we'll have a look there. And let me see if I can get on the right screens. Again, I'm hunting and looking, and there we go. You can see the lights of Pico Island on the other side there. Just a quick view, and this is what it looks like during the daytime. That's just a photo that I snapped back on the July 11th is the date on that. So, but it hasn't changed any over on the other side. That's straight in between where we are and Pico Island is about 18 kilometers across there. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of what the distance is and proportions. Anyway, going back to the shot, so the harbor is all lit up and everything looks cool. Moving on, here's our little cove that we normally look at, and we take a look down here for whitewater, see how much there is, to see how rough that ocean actually is. It's hard to tell at night, but we do see a fair amount of whitewater down there, and thinking that it might be a little rough. Let's move on, and we will take a look at the earthquakes there in Sao Jorge and the Azores. And for today, we actually have a few of them, which is kind of neat. 1.5 happened at 3:05 a.m. Then we have another 1.5 at 4:02 a.m. and 1.6 from 10:35. And then we have a 1.7 from 11:03, and one more in there, 2.2 from 12:01. And it seems like every hour, less a minute or something, that we had a new quake, which is kind of cool. Anyway, the last one, the 2.2, as indicated here, felt like a 3 to a 4 as far as the shaker index, basically. So interesting, and so somebody may have felt that one. A quick pop over onto the other map. I'm going to actually, hang on, I gotta refresh it first, and then we'll make it bigger. And there we go, bigger, and slide it down. Here's the additional quakes that we didn't see out there. 18 hours ago, 2.6 to the eastern side. And of course, this area in here is kind of the fault line between the Eurasian plate and the African plate. So that is why we see quakes along here. And this guy here is a 2.0, happened about 7 hours ago. And this 2.2 from 19 hours ago. If we zoom in here a little bit, we can see what it looks like as far as locations right on Sao Jorge, and we can see our 5 quakes 11 hours ago for the 2.6, 2.2 from, or 2.0 from 12 hours ago, 13 hours ago 2.1, and 19 hours ago 1.5, the other one 1.5 from 20 hours ago. So slightly different than the other one as far as values, but still pretty much the same. And looking at what we've got, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in total. And that is more than we've had in the area for a while. So that is kind of neat. And it gives us our depths of some of them. And let's get on to that. Of course it wouldn't work. Why would it? Let's try that again. And there we go. Got it up there that time. So yeah, all the ones in the morning, they're all kind of stacked together. Very interesting, but you can see a couple at 8 kilometers down, one at about 9, and one somewhere around 5 kilometers. And then the other ones are remaining at 5 there were right at the surface. And that's kind of it. that is what we've got happening there at the Azores today. And of course, next we'll move on and slip over to Popocatepetl. And Popocatepetl has been doing things for us today. A little bit of a pop earlier, and I forgot to write down the time. Thank you for the 5-minute warning, Piggy. And let's see if we can find that. I got to find my screen first there. There you are. And that was just a little while ago here, so it shouldn't be too far back. And we should be able to find it. Where is it? It was definitely continuing to puff along fairly good. So it had stopped for a little while, and then it gave it a fairly decent shot. And I don't believe it was right there. Let me back up a little bit more and see if I can locate this, because it did actually come out fairly nicely there. Yeah, that's right about here. So we'll kind of make that go a little bit faster here. And there is about where the eruption happened at 1703, and you can see it starting to come out. And if we advance it a little bit more, you can see a very darkish gray material, obviously holding a lot of dust and ash and whatever else happens to be in there. So nice to see. But as you can see, the plume was coming out of there very, very slowly. And hopefully it will give us a little bit more here. I'm pushing it forward by 5 seconds a shot here, so you can see it a little bit better. Looks pretty cool, looks pretty awesome, so not bad. And of course that is running at normal speed again, and you can see how slow it really was coming out, but nonetheless it was erupting, so pretty cool. And if we go back to the earlier hours, there was lots of cloud and stuff. Hard to see it. Let's see, I was trying to find our golden volcano in the morning hours, and that was about here, I guess, or very close to it, and at least partially golden, as the clouds were obscuring everything that we had this morning. So it's the way it is, and that's actually not bad looking, and we don't mind seeing a little bit of it. So pretty cool, pretty awesome, you guys. Anyway, let's carry on here real quick while that one is figuring out what it's doing. This is the other side, of course, of the crater, and we can see one thing I want to mention here. I don't see any snow. What happened to the snow? Somebody took it, and that would be probably what we've got there. Okay, and before we go on the break, I'm just going to throw you a little thing here, which I captured and recorded, and did kind of make it into a small thing. Of course, this is Fuego, and it's only 1 minute and 20 seconds long, but it was in between the clouds, and I thought it was pretty nice to be able to see that thing popping a little bit, and that was basically it right there. That was the major stuff that came out, and there was a few more little guys. So had the Fab 4 today as well. Yep, Piggy had some puppies, and I seen the pictures. They are cute, but yeah, apparently the boy was being rowdy. Anyway, there you can see Fuego sparking and doing its thing, and of course there were a few clouds in the way. It always makes it difficult to try to record any kind of time lapses or anything when you get that much cloud, but nonetheless, that is what we seen and captured from during the nighttime there, and that was actually at 21:48 or roughly there about 9:45 p.m. Last night from Popocatepetl. Anyway, that is it for that little video, you guys, and we'll put it back there. Popocatepetl right this second is doing, Fuego is doing this. That was my bad. I said Popocatepetl because I'm looking at the screen I'm on. The Mexicans and the Central American things are all on the same one. So anyway, little puff coming out of there, and looks pretty cool. And I think what I am going to do, it is break time, you guys. Poppet is posted. Oh, I got to show that. But I can't do it now because otherwise Poppet is going to get me. Anyway, I will go take my break, you guys. Please don't go away. We'll leave you here on Fuego, unless I see something else happening over at Sakurajima. Maybe we'll go over to Sakurajima. That's kind of cloudy. Let's leave you here. I'll leave you on Fuego. And don't go away, and we'll be back shortly. If you are enjoying the show and stuff, please, by all means, do hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And if you're new and you want to get into the chat and stuff, make sure that you hit that subscribe button. It needs to be, you need to be a subscriber for at least 1 minute. And that's it. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'm taking a break for 5 minutes. I will be back. I'll throw some music on, and we'll leave it here on Fuego, unless it gets obscured by clouds. All right, I'll be back. Keep smiling. And the microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. Glad to have you on board. And of course, what you're seeing on the screen right now is our wonderful Meridalier volcano, or as we know it, the Siggy Fisher and Siggy event. Apparently, not doing so much. So it is exactly that. Hey, welcome, Alex. And Alex, what did you say? What have you done to my volcano? I go away for a week or two, and you've stopped it erupting. Well, actually, it was the other way around. You disappeared, and things started going downhill. It's about time you got back, Alex. Get out there and light the fire again. We're 12 million cubic meters short, and we need more lava. It's apparently still down in the chambers. So maybe if you head over there and clear it out, we can get her going. Anyway, thank you for the welcome backs from all of you guys. And that Yasu, I guess that's kind of a welcome back, Piggy. Thanks. And thanks, Kevin Haynes and Sue, and Kevin Williams, and hi, Juliet, and glad to have you on board. And thanks, Sharon Stewart saying, I hear you. All right. And Andy Morgan also says, welcome back. Awesome, you guys. So that is really, really good. Well pronounced. Yeah, I'll try that again next time. My bad. Sorry. I'll get working on it ASAP. Yeah, I figure you should be able to, if you get out there from your place, it'll probably take about 40 minutes to drive over there, park, and take you another hour to a hike in, maybe an hour and a half. You should be there, so yeah, by the end of the stream we should have fire going again. We're very close to it, so get at her, Alex. That would be awesome, eh? Anyway, that is what we were seeing earlier today, and of course we know where it's at right now. It's hiding in the dark and not glowing and not doing anything, not even lava monsters peeking out. And we don't see, other than a tiny little speck there, is the only thing we see. And really, there is no glow spots. Everything seems to have cooled off. Even if we go to the other shots here, and I want to see if I can find that one. Boy, oh boy, everything got moved. So, like I said, patience, and I'll find it. That must be this guy here. Let's try that. Yep, that is this one. And again, my mouse isn't showing up there. Oh, I turned it off. Probably recording something. So anyway, you do see some stars, which is an oddity. But that is nice. Going through the views, you do see a couple little spots here and there. I don't know if that's actually lava. This camera seems to be stuck on this view. I tried refreshing it, and it seems to have frozen. It is still there. I'm going to refresh it again just to see. Yeah, it's still frozen right there. So it gave up the ghost, but in this shot, at least we can see the new vent down there, and that is, of course, Meridalier Valley, and there is Ragnar, and that is pretty cool, pretty awesome. And a chopper flying there, and some guy watching it, holding his head just in case the wind blows it off or something. But anyway, let's carry on. We looked at that one with the stars, and here's the long-range shot. Typically during the day you would see the valley in the forefront, and we can back that up, but you see the city lights in the background there. That is where capital city of Reykjavik is. Some more stars in the sky. Tonight might be a good night to watch Talk Air Iceland for Aurora. He might have some good visibility there. You can see Kalir right there, that pyramid-looking shape, and that is Kalir, the volcano as well. Old volcano, backing this up a whole bunch, and there's what it looks like during the day. And this is actually a pretty decent shot. You can see here on the east side that we did not have flow coming out. It only made it to the edges. There's your primary vent over there, and unfortunately none of this is glowing anymore. It's all basically cooled off enough and crusted over, and it will take years to cool down completely, especially underneath that volcanic area. But out here a couple of years before it is completely cold underneath and back down to a normal temperature. Just thought we'd share that, and that is what it looks like at present. This is one of the other shots. Yeah, you can see one little glow spot right there, and that is about it. I'm sure we will see some other spots showing up here and there as things break open, as things cool. Of course, they contract, and it will pop and just basically snap off. Feel sorry for the poor lighters who booked a trip and it has a stop before they arrive. Yeah, that's always a risk, Alex. That is always a risk, and that it could do that. And that was one of the things I was afraid of last year when I booked my trip, and I thought, oh great, I'm going to get there and the volcano wasn't going to erupt anymore. And luckily I caught the second last real eruption that Ragnar had, so I felt pretty good about that part. But still, it is one of those things. You never know when these things shut down, and I was hoping to go back up this weekend, so I share the disappointment a bit. And yeah, and this is the thing with volcanoes. They are so terribly unpredictable, and that is what it is. You can't set your watch to it, that's for sure. And hopefully, we will see more action out of our area there in the future. And of course, that is back to the dark screen. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of screens that we can't really see anything on right now. And as you can see in this one, there's just no light there whatsoever. Nothing is glowing, and we will carry on. Let's go over to other places, and we will sneak in here, and that of course is Merapi. And Merapi was for the most part in the nighttime, it was in clouds, so very poor visibility again. Not a surprise with the amount of storms that they had in the area, and hopefully it will be clear, and we'll be able to see some more lava in the future coming out of wonderful Merapi. While we're on this one, I do have the other one loaded up here. I had it, and that is Ruapehu in New Zealand, and unfortunately we are in the same boat. We see lots of clouds there, and not a darn thing we can do about it. That's 8:36 a.m. there. Hopefully that's about the right time. Yeah, that would be about the right time of day. But that's what we've got. Going on to our next one. There is a Semiru, and I'm not sure. Reset browser source OBS. Oh, he's got to reset his browser. Is he stuck? No, we are still seeing a video, and the clock is moving, so That is all right. Let me get onto that screen so we can have a look at it. And if we go back in time, what do we see? We see a disconnected device. Okay, never mind. It happens when you have different sources that are not always there. But yeah, that is current though, and that is what it is like there at Semeru right now. The other one I was able to find was they had Krakatoa or Krakatau working again, and we are able to see the two different views. You can definitely see that there is a fair amount of off-gassing happening from it, and it may erupt again as it is still a very active volcano. So that is pretty awesome to be able to see, and I'm glad they have their site back up. I'm going to leave it on this one so I know where to look. And let's go back through the other ones here. Sakurajima, of course, is doing its thing. We watched it kind of popping a little bit earlier, and let me see if I get on the right one. And yeah, if we go back to, I'm just looking for a good spot to go back to here. How about right there? So this was about where it started, 7:13 a.m., 7:12, and we started seeing the plume come out of there. Definitely erupting, and that was pretty awesome to see. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing that when it first started on the close-up cam. So let's see if we can go back to that 7:13, and that should be somewhere around here. Nope, that's way too far. Too far already. 6:26. Yeah, it may have done this several times. It was basically quiet for a while, and then it threw more material out, and I think it was right around here where it started to get gassy, for lack of better words, and that is what we were seeing. And then all of a sudden the larger plumes, there it is, and that's what I was waiting for. And the larger plumes start coming out, a lot of ash and other pyroclastic materials in there, but again still not shooting out at very high velocities. Yes, it is erupting, but it is not doing anything super wild. It's not fast enough or hard enough that we would start seeing volcanic lightning and things like that in here. It's just kind of meandering out, taking its leisurely time as it's erupting. So pretty cool, pretty awesome nonetheless. Just like watching it, and that is interesting. But yeah, it's cool. 6:57 a.m. on the Japanese time, and of course they are already in the future. They're on the 24th, so that is what we are seeing. I wonder if they have the winning lottery numbers. Okay, never mind. Since they are in the future, but yeah, that's what we were seeing earlier here, and that is pretty cool. So we don't mind it, and that is all right. Okay, moving on. Let's get it back to live. That is what it looks like right now. Of course, here's another ice cream boat coming in for a landing. So if you want to get ice cream, and now is the time. Remember, head down the street here, down there, get to the lights, and hang a left, and then get down to the dock, just that big building right there, and you'll see where the signs are. They've got big signs saying ice cream stand here. So, okay, off to my next task. Thanks all. And Kate, take care and task easy. Okay, be good and all awesome. And yep. Okay. Yeah, as we watched the boat come in, I saw a TV series with James May around Italy. He went on an ice cream boat. An ice cream boat? Oh, darn. Really? Hey, Matt Jin throws in a $2 super chat. Thank you very kindly, Matt Jin. Matt Jin. And that is awesome. And a $2 super chat. Got it. And thank you kindly, Matt Jen. Appreciate that. Wonderful support, and that is awesome. Okay, so yeah, really not much more happening there, though. Again, you can get down there, get your ice cream, and we will carry on here and take a look. And this is ASO, and ASO is eased up a whole bunch. Earlier it was actually fuming pretty good in the wee hours here, but you can see it there. It was doing not bad, and that is a while ago. That is, what is it, about an hour and 40 minutes ago or so. As the sun came up, though, it certainly burnt off a lot of the extra moisture here, and very little pluming going on right now. And we do see a little bit of stuff coming out, but nothing major. So this is ASO, ASO, ASO-san, and that is in Japan as well. One more in Japan, and of course this is Suwanoshi-jima. This is down on the southern islands of Japan. And we see that again it has piles of clouds on top of it, so very difficult to tell if it is actually doing something from the volcano or just clouds sitting in there. I was trying to see what this was. There was some a lighter or a reddish material there. I don't believe that is lava. I believe that is some taillights of a vehicle, perhaps, causing some reflection similar to what we seen the other day at Iceland, with the possibility of let's see, or is it? Maybe it is lava. I don't know. Or it's a fire. I don't know if we have a different view or a different angle, maybe. But that definitely looks bigger than taillights. Unless they're really, really big taillights. But that was at 4:15 a.m. 3-minute warning. Thank you, Piggy. So that was interesting. I never seen that before. So pretty awesome. And I'm trying to see if there was more stuff earlier. When we do go back, we do see there was indeed. So that must be some lava coming out of there. And they've got a different angle here. And I'm not familiar with what it looks like during the daytime. Because if we go forward to what it is now, and we look in that area, yeah, it could very well be. So we did see some lava, not much though, and just a glow. Because we're so far away, it's very, very difficult to tell. And that is it for Suwanoshi-jima in Japan. And we will take a look here time-wise. It is just about break time. And I'm wondering where to leave you here. And let's see if we can find our Ta'al volcano. Ta'al is hiding. Even though it's a Ta'al, it's awful short when it gets into some of these other places that I have things. I think I may have found it. And oh yeah, well, it was a nice thought. There's Tall. Okay, what a lovely view. I see the apartment building are right there, and the road, and of course Tall out here. Oh, hang on, never mind. That's what we're seeing, you guys. Madam Rutsa, I want to see if she is running her stream. No, hers is not on either. So that is okay. And puts water and food in Poppet's pack. Uh-oh. Okay, you put water and food in there for her? All right. We will show you. Poppet was mailing herself. This was not Piggy attempting to do this. This was Poppet wrapping herself up, labeled the package and everything, and got it ready for shipping. We'll show you that at the end of the bacon seeds. So as long as there's water and food in there, and you're sending it express, so it shouldn't take long anyway to get here, right? Anyway, good folks, I am going to put it back onto a volcano or something. Hey, what is that? That is not a volcano. Well, it is in a way, but I got to get over there. And they moved it. So, yep, that is a Yellowstone National Park. I think what we'll do is we'll leave it there for the break. And we will get back at things afterwards, you guys. For those good people who have not yet hit that like button, please help us out and consider hitting the like button. It would be really, really nice, and definitely helps with the YouTube analytics and all that good stuff. Also, if you wish to chat in the chat box, you do need to be subscribed for at least 1 minute. We do have that feature on because of the amount of spam that we've received in the past. And yep, these guys need to stay on the paths back there. If you go wandering off the path, you may end up not so happy. All right. On that friendly note, keep smiling, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will be back in about 5 minutes or so, and then we will have bacon seeds, and we will also have a wonderful package there that Poppet is mailing itself, or herself, here, apparently. I don't know. Oh, she must have copied the address out of Piggy's book. But, okay, all right, I'll leave it at that, and I will be back. Michael Olson, please remember only 5 emojis, okay, maximum. Let's not throw too many in there. Anyway, I'm going to be back. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, and you're watching VolcanoX live stream. We'll be back in 5 minutes or so, and then we'll have bacon seeds. Yay! Yeah. Okay, Michael. I know, overly excited. Just remember 5, okay? Not too many. Anyway, you guys, I'll be back in a bit. Thanks. And there we go. Microphone is back on. Welcome back, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on board. I never could figure out yellow. Dr. Fox, mic is not on. Mic is on? I thought my mic is on. What's going on, Piggy? What do you mean yellow, Dr. Fox? Mic is not on. Is it not on? I see it moving. You guys can hear me? I hear a bunch of people saying welcome back. You're confusing me, Piggy. Piggy, what are you up to? Are you being bad, Piggy? Are you trying to confuse me? Mic is on. Barbie, thank you. And do appreciate it. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for the wonderful welcome backs. Except for Piggy. My mission is complete. Confused Dr. Fox. Yeah, thanks, Piggy. But we still loves you no matter what. Piggy is having a laugh. Yeah, it is on. Of course it is, Juliet. I can see that. And we do monitor it from this end. So not a worry. And all good. Anyway, I was a little disappointed. They cut away from Old Faithful while it was still erupting. And I don't know who's running the cameras there anyway. I'm going to put in a protest. Those darn Sasquatches. They're camera operators. Anyway, we did say that we were going to take you over to do the bacon seeds and then show you the Poppet package that is done by Poppet itself or herself. So bacon seeds, here we go. Let's get over there and have a look and see where we are at. And there, that is the last one from yesterday, and he was a cutie. And looking at this guy's got kind of a smile, and he looks pretty handsome, and we like it. It is a nice bacon seed. Gotta love those. Always like nice bacon seeds. And now here's a cutie. If that is a small little pig, very, very tiny, you guys. And I mean, you look at the size of that finger. If that's an average person, that is a very, very small little pig. So definitely a cutie for sure. And let's carry on. We'll get to our next one. And that is this guy. Again, a very small pig. Harder to tell because there's no... we don't know how big those pillows are or anything like that. But it does look like this little guy with the racing stripes is fairly small. So very awesome, very cute little guy. And Piggy says that was a newborn. Oh, awesome. Okay, next one. And here's one that has been keyboarding. And he's unsure about where he's standing. And that is kind of neat. It's amazing. He's got a black head and a pink nose. That is cute, I guess. It's different. Yeah, what a pose. It's like, I'm not sure. He's trying not to step on the mouse, maybe. That might be what's going on there. So that is all right. Pardon me. Anyway, carrying on. Next one. And shh, quiet. He's sleeping. And that little guy is having a snooze. And look at the smile on that face, you guys. When you see a little pig like that, and, you know, that smile is so big, and they don't have a care in the world. They feel trust, and they feel happy, and they feel safe. And that is really, really nice. I love seeing that. And Alf again. Yep, kind of. It does definitely remind me of Alf, but I think there's more of a smile on this one than there is on Alf. And let's get to our next one, and that is our last bacon seed for today, and that is this guy. And there's this awesome little guy. Looks like he's got his little bed with some toys, and needs to brush his hair. But that is pretty cool. Has anyone seen the movie Razorback? Nope, I have not. And anyway, that's it for our bacon seeds today. But I do want to show you Poppet putting itself into the package and getting ready for shipping. And of course, Piggy apparently put in food and water for Poppet as well. But there you go. You'll have to look on the bed there. You can see the wrapping paper. All that needs to be done is add the food and the water and wrap it up the rest of the way. But Poppet apparently put herself in there and wrapped herself up, got the label on and everything. So going pretty good. It was a horror. Okay, we don't need to worry about that, DJ. Let's leave that alone then. Anyway, there is Poppet in the wrappings, if you can see Poppet, and that would be pretty cool. So I don't know if you can see Poppet there, but it should be self-explanatory if you haven't. What I can do maybe is actually point at it with some crayons. So that, whoop, crayons not working. Oh, maybe I should turn crayons on, then they work. There's the package, and there's Poppet in there, hiding in the package. So pretty cool, you guys. And she's in it now. Wow. Pretty cool. She must love that. Maybe she does want to get mailed somewhere, Piggy. You never know with these animals, and that might be her thoughts. Well done, Poppet. You got it. And all right, let's carry on and go other places. Let's see where we can go. And oh, I'm trying to get onto some other screens here. Just have to again find things. For some reason, I'm not seeing what I wanted to. Not that one, not this one. Oh boy. They all look alike. That might be this one I want. Okay, so let's go over to Hawaii. And we'll see what it is like in Hawaii. And hopefully that'll work. Yep, I got it squared off. And this is from 8:06 this morning, and the lava pond was definitely full, still full, and doesn't look like it's slowing down much. We do see the brighter spots here. Of course, that is where the lava is exiting down below somewhere out of the lava pond into the abyss of what's down below. We don't know, really don't know exactly where that lava is heading to, but it is noticeable there. And of course the bubbling and stuff like that, that is caused by the gas in there. As it is heading downward, that gas bubbles will pop up and kind of pop up on the top there, giving us those nice bright spots. Anyway, you can see the toe area in there, and that is what it is for the pond right now. We'll refresh. Hopefully it's a little clearer. Yep, and lava level did go down a little bit according to what we're seeing, and this of course is about 8 hours later, so it doesn't surprise me. You can see here in the toe area, you can actually see the rims here now. And Kevin Haynes, thank you for gifting one membership. That is awesome. and that is very kind of you. Kevin Haynes, just writing it down, and gift one, just so I have it. So that is pretty cool. And of course, in here you can see the smoke coming from this area. That's where the lava tube is hiding, and this is kind of a vent hole for it, which is kind of neat. Moving on, this is how smoky it was this morning, and very, very hard to tell where anything was, really. Primary vent, though, is right there, and it's smoking like crazy. The little Hornito is also smoking, and it's right about there. And very hard to tell what is behind it because of all the extra smoke everywhere. It must have been raining there or something. Let's refresh, and this angle has a lot more smoke, unfortunately. Anyway, you can see it on the sides here, probably some new lava hitting some older lava rock. Of course, that makes it smoke quite a bit. You can't see the pond through this or the primary vent. Just way too much smoke in the area, and that is current. So let's go to the other side of the crater, and this is what we were seeing this morning again from just after 8 a.m. there, and primary vent, pond, toe area, and of course that other smoke coming off the sides. Hard to see. There's Pig Island right there. But it is what it is. Unfortunately, we don't know exactly what it's doing, but it is there. And let's go over to hang on. We want to refresh that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. And now you can see a little bit more of the dark area here, of course. But lots of smoke coming out of here all over the place, and it must have rained in order for it to be doing that, and that would not surprise me. But lots and lots and lots of smoke on the edges, so we'll see what the thermal does. Alex France was the lucky one that received that gifted 1 month free membership there, and that is pretty awesome. Alex, congratulations on that. Way to go, Kevin. And here is our thermal image, and that is pretty cool to see. This, of course, from 7:58 a.m., and we can see the outer lying areas here, some very bright stuff on the far side, telling us there's fresh magma underneath there, or lava. And still quite light out here in the bottom forefront. Primary vent right in here, the little Hornito where the divider is, and the lava tube about there, and pouring in and doing its thing, pouring into the lava pond. You can still see the toe very well in this shot. Let's refresh it to the latest, and this is the current shot here. And I'm surprised this front area is not cooling down. I would have expected that to be about this color by now, and this has been like this now, what, 3-4 days. So a lot of fresh lava underneath there, keeping it quite warm. And gifting to us poor people. There you go. Anyway, it was very nice of Kevin to throw that one in there. So all of them are. It's not just Kevin. It's anyone who gifted the memberships. You guys are awesome. Really do appreciate it. Anyway, you can see where everything is around the edges. A lava pond, of course, still very bright in this picture, same as the toe area. I guess the smoke is not so bad on the thermal. So that's what we're seeing. This was from 14:14 is the time on that Hawaii Standard Time, and that's what we got. But you can definitely see the level is down a little bit in here, which is not bad. Anyway, quick look. We can go over to the Hawaii earthquakes. and then after that it will be pretty close to break time. Just had to find my spot here. Ooh, okay. Anyway, there's your Hawaiian Islands, and the reason I'm going woo is right up on here on Mauna Kea, where we don't usually see earthquakes. That is a 3.0, happened at 1658, was 24.2 kilometers down. That is not normal over there, but interesting and nonetheless. I like seeing it. Sliding over a little bit more and zooming in. This is Luihi Seamound area, and it is a 2.5, which is 6.4 kilometers down. Happened yesterday at 1855. And let's look at the Pahala area, and I'll work from left to right here. We'll catch this area first, then we'll get all of the other stuff. So looking at what we've got from yesterday, 2158, and that was a 2.4. We have this guy 2.3 from today at 4:52 a.m. We have a 2.3 there from 11 minutes after 3 p.m. Hawaii time. And then we have this guy here, 2.4, 4:13 a.m. for that guy. Looking at this one, 2.2 from yesterday at 20:02. This guy is a 1.8 from 50 minutes after midnight. And this guy is a 2.0 from 21:18 yesterday. And grabbing these other ones here, this is 2.4, and 14:20 was the time on that guy. 2.3 and 14:48. So that is in the immediate Pahala area. Let's catch all the ones that are out in this other area. And that is 2.0 and from yesterday, 21:44. Then we've got a few out in the water here, 2.3, 3:55 a.m., 1.8 from 12:58, and we have a 1.8 there from 4:30 in the morning, 2.9 from 16:16, 2.0 from yesterday at 23:19. A little bigger one there, that is a 4, and that is actually bigger than normal, and that is from 23:11 yesterday. This guy here, 2, and that was from 12:50, and as we climb up here a little bit more, we see a 2.0, 15:27, and then we'll get this guy here, 2.2 from 18:13, oh sorry, 12:13, my bad, and then we have another 2.2 from 7:38 a.m. This guy here is 1.9 from 13:08, or just about 9, and then we have our red one here, which is more recent, 21 or 2.1 I should say, from 17:59 is what we've got there. So that kind of takes care of the ones in the Pahala area. I do see a couple more up on top of Mauna Loa at 1.9, and that is at 6:05 a.m. and that is 2.8 kilometers above sea level. This other one here is 1.8, 3.5 kilometers above sea level. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's what we're seeing. And then we'll get over into our Kilauea area. And there's Kilauea, nothing directly underneath it. So that's what we've got. And this guy here, 2.4, and that is 5.8 kilometers down, and 4:19 a.m. on that guy. Then we also have this guy, 1.9 at 11:57 a.m. And that's 3.9 kilometers down. I did not mention these are all between about 29 kilometers to about 36 kilometers down in the Pahala area. A very, very standard depth for what we've got going on. So Most unusual one, this guy, and of course the biggest one was that 4.0. So that is very interesting, you guys. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. It is break time, and we do intend to go take that break, so please don't go away. I'm going to see if I can put you back onto a volcano of sorts. There's something that is moving or erupting, and well, we can actually see Fuego, so let's put it back on Fuego. There's chances we will see some eruptive activity there. A matter of fact, I thought I just seen a little tiny bit of lava or something yellowish, light colored, glowy thing in there. Anyway, I'll leave it there, and be good, enjoy it. And for those good people who are here, if you have not yet hit that like button, please do consider hitting it. And it is free of charge, of course. And yes, we do see some glow coming up, a little bit of lava spurting up there in our wonderful Fuego in Guatemala. Anyway, if you want to chat in the chat box, or if you have not yet subscribed and you feel we've earned it, by all means do hit that subscribe button. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000. I'm going to go take a 5-minute break or thereabouts. I will be back, and Doc is one step closer to the edge. He talks talks about what he's about to break. I'm about to break. I'm gonna snap. I'm gonna have a Pepsi. I'll be back. Keep smiling, everyone. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I'll be back in 5 minutes or thereabouts. Thanks. And there we go. Microphone is back on. Thank you, everyone. Welcome or welcome back. I'm glad to have you all on board. And Fuego is lighting up just as I got back. How awesome is that? Somebody turned the switch on. I love it. Thank you. And thanks for the welcome backs from Sue and LOL Gemma the Super Kitty and Kevin and Sharon Stewart says, I hear you, Dr. Fox. Thank you. And that is awesome. Anyway, nice to see that Fuego is giving us a little bit of lava, a little bit of sky sparks, if you will. Speaking of sky sparks, thank you, Andy and Grandma B as well. I don't know if you guys noticed in that shot, but in this back area here, I've seen several lightning bolts, and they've got some kind of storm coming in. That is for sure. So pretty cool, though, to see the lava coming up here, and a little bit every now and again. I just seen another spark over there, but that is all cool. And another one, of course, when I'm not pointing there, it seems to go. Very awesome to see it doing its thing. Right now, of course, it's going to be the one that's going to do its thing. And I'm getting bombarded by emails again by somebody. I know who it is. Okay, never mind. Anyway, let's carry on. We were looking at earthquakes, so we want to take a look at the rest of the world as far as the earthquakes were concerned. Some bigger earthquakes around, and I thought it was kind of interesting. So we looked at Hawaii. Just going to pop through a few of these. 4.3 down there in Mexico. And that one was from yesterday, 1958, 46 kilometers down. Looking down on the ridge down here, and this is the Antarctic rise, or ridge as they call it, 5.4. Some heavy action there, and that was from 5:53 a.m. Their time, 10 kilometers down. This next one, 5.8, near, it's a Boleni Island. I hope I said it right. And that is from 12:41 their time. And again, a fairly sizable 5.8. And then we take a look on our Kermadec Ridge here. We do have this guy, 4.6, from 12:45, 400 kilometers down. This one out a little bit closer to Tofua, I guess, or Tonga, 5.2, and that is 10 kilometers down. That will happen at 10:29. And then we have this guy here, 4.3, very close to Fiji. That is Wallace and Fortuna. I'm not sure if I said that right. But right there anyway, 4.3 looks cool. Vanuatu, 4.4, and that we got there. And then we seen this guy here, 5.0, 7:39 a.m., 89 kilometers down for that guy. And then we see this set here. And I thought, okay, well, when I first seen it, I thought, okay, it's in Krakatoa, but Krakatoa is over here. If we zoom in a little bit more, we can see it. And so that's Krakatoa's location right there. And this is where this bigger earthquake was, 6.2, 55.8 kilometers down, 8:31 this morning. Then we have this one at 13:48, 18 kilometers down. So nowhere near as deep, but that was in the same area, possibly an aftershock. Don't know. This one, 4.8, also in Indonesia, 69 kilometers down from 10:45 a.m. Sliding up a little bit more. We don't see anything in the Philippines. and some, I guess these would be Japanese islands here, 4.6, 105 kilometers down from 1339, and going up a little bit more, we see a 4.5, 55 kilometers down, and 11:20 was the time on that guy. 4.5 there, 7:53 a.m., 33 kilometers down. Looking up at the Kamchatka Peninsula, we don't see anything happening there, and that is pretty normal. We did see a couple here in Greece, and they were not near Piggy. Piggy is over here in Kos, so very unlikely that she felt these. 4.6, 36 minutes after midnight, 12.6 kilometers down on that guy, and a 4.4. That's actually in Albania, and that is 7:38 a.m. and 10 kilometers down on that guy. So that's kind of the earthquakes for today. Have a quick peek over at our Canary Islands. Going to refresh that, see if we've got anything new happening there. And looks like we have a new star flashing. So we'll take a look at that. That guy, that is 1.7. Happened at 20 minutes after midnight, the UTC their time. So that is, let's see, that happened about 29 minutes ago, or roughly thereabouts. But that is there. Nothing too major, 11 kilometers down for that 1.7. And then we do see here on the 24th, we also see one that's 10 kilometers down, and that happened at 19 minutes after the midnight. So a very close succession for both of these. But we didn't have anything yesterday on the 23rd at all. Everything was from the 21st. So it has been relatively quiet, and that is all we see there. Don't see too much else. We do see these other ones out here, and those are actually right at where the Eurasian plate and the African plate are coming together. 3.5 there, that was from the 21st at 22:14, and then this one here was a 3.8, and that was from today at 6:33 a.m. My bad. So that is what we see, and of course that is all part and parcel of our ridge in here that is basically separating the two plates, the African plate and the Eurasian plate. And that's it for earthquakes. Let's mosey on over to our weather chart, and we will have a quick peek at what we are seeing today. I'm going to refresh that just so it's brand new, fresh, and wonderful. And there we go. North America doesn't look too bad at all. We get into Central America and Mexico on that. We see everything moving off into the Pacific for the most part. Still a little bit going back into the Gulf here, but that is going to end up heading out into the Pacific as well. That is what we see. A lot of SO2 here, and I'm not sure if it's because of the circulation, the way everything is circulating here. It's kind of taking it around and making a mess. We're going to have a quick peek here at what we have from coming out of our volcano, and it doesn't look like there's too much from Sabancaya, so a lot of that may be from other places, and that doesn't look like a normal spot for the eruption. Usually that's coming from the volcano, so I wonder if that is something else that's happening there, or we have a different volcano erupting, a different vent perhaps. And Nevado del Ruz could be off-gassing. That one was, but I'm kind of curious about this, because that should be a Sabancaya, should be, this is Sabancaya here. Well, why is it pluming up here? That's weird, and that is Kind of strange, okay? But there you can see it coming out of the Seven Gaia. So that is, it's an oddity. Very interesting. But yeah, this, of course, this plume coming out of here definitely could be from the Nevado del Ruz up there. So pretty cool. Anyway, we see a lot of that. It's not quite making it all the way at the top here, making it out, but we see that plume going out into the Atlantic Ocean. Sliding over to New Zealand, a White Isle volcano still off-gassing, even though it is a yellow, or sorry, a green, I mean. And this is Tofua continuing to do its thing. We're not seeing anything coming from the American Samoas yet, and we'll see what happens in the future here. And of course, this is Yasur. And Yasur, if we make that bigger, we can take a look and see what it looked like running through the thing. See if we still see the glow. Absolutely. And that is one of the longest running volcanoes on the planet. It's been said that it's been erupting for 870 years continuously. So I don't know. I wasn't there back then, but you can confirm that with Irish Monk. He was. Anyway, not too much down here in Melbourne area. We do see a little bit from our coking plants in north of Sydney there, but nothing too much. And I forgot to load up that Mayo one, but I'll try to get on that and for tomorrow. This plume here from Luolatok, and then we have in this area we have Rangoon, and we also have Semeru, and then Merapi, and of course Krakatoa over here, or Krakatau, a son of Krakatoa, and of course looking at the area there, a lot of human pollution as well, but you can see it is going down. I'm not even sure what they call that. If it's still Indian Ocean or some other area. I'll have to figure that out. Anyway, we do see all kinds of other spots here. Pretty cool. Hey, Mona Alfano, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Let's see, Jacono and Ibu making this little bit of a mess, and this one is from Bulusan, and possibly this from Taal, and it could be a Taal volcano as well as Manila. Lots of pollution coming off of there. And looking here, pretty normal for Taiwan. Down on the bottom here, we see this would be from our Suwanosi Jima, and of course the majority of this mass here is from Sakura Jima, both in Japan here. So pretty awesome. Sliding up, a lot less activity going on the Kamchatka Peninsula. So Ibuko and what's his name? Chikarachki. Chikarachki was the one that was supposed to be popping here. Why did I not load that picture up? Oh, that was the, yeah, I checked that picture. That one ended up with a copyright issue. So I didn't want to use that. But anyway, the other ones, Karimsky and Bezimiani and Shivalish up here, they are the ones making that wonderful plume out there. Sliding over a little bit more, we see this in here, normal pollution from India, normal stuff. Wow, that's really heavy duty there in Saudi Arabia. That's pretty nasty, actually. looking at still South Africa doing its thing, and then of course DR Congo. We've got the volcano and the coking plants adding to their pile of mess. RTVE, which is right around here, you just can't tell because of all the other pollution. And sliding up, we see this coming off of Mount Etna, and of course Stromboli is helping out, as well as Volcano. So they are combining their efforts to give us this particular plume, and that is what we see, and not anything really major anywhere. Germany's got some SO2 in the western areas, don't know why. And of course we'll zoom in on Iceland and take a look, and you do see a little bit more of a plume coming off of Iceland, and that is kind of interesting. Kind of makes a guy wonder, say, hey, what's going on? Now that the volcano stopped, we're seeing more SO2. Maybe it's just off-gassing. Anyway, let's leave that there. We'll go over to the weather map, and we'll take a look. I'm going to refresh that, of course. There we go. And first thing I notice on North America, we got a lot more cold moving down, and you can see that up in the Nunavut and northern Quebec area, as well as in Hudson's Bay. And definitely still a lot of warmth here in the prairies, and going all the way up, all the way really up to the northern portions of the Yukon and Northwest Territories. Alaska still showing a fair amount of heat as well, which is really nice for them this time of year. British Columbia looking pretty hot in the northeastern corner there. Same with northwestern Alberta. Very, very warm. It's actually warmer there than it is here in Edmonton, which is only about 24, 25. So still, I'm not complaining. It's a nice day. Prairies, like I said, fairly normal. Going to the eastern portions of Canada. Not as bad, not as warm in Ontario or Quebec. A little bit warmer, I guess, out here in Nova Scotia, PEI, New Brunswick, and about the same as here in Newfoundland. So I'm not going to worry about that. That's pretty normal for this time of year. Very, very hot out here in the west of the USA. And when we get down here and we start looking at the temperatures of California, this is where things are cooking. And I mean, they are really, really cooking. Death Valley, 47 degrees Celsius, 117 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. Looking at Phoenix, showing about 35 degrees or so, and to the southwest of Phoenix, it's where the temperature really gets hot. So pretty nasty there for the most part, and that is even into the Baja area and stuff. Very, very hot down here. It's a cooker, you guys. It's a cooker, and stay cool, stay calm. Central U.S. not too bad. They've got pretty much normal temperatures, or summertime temperatures is what I would call them. Looking at the eastern portions of the U.S., very comfortable temperatures for today. So a lot better than it's been. Even Florida has cooled down a little bit. So not bad all the way along, 24, 25, 26 all the way up. 23 in New York or just north of it, and Boston coming in at about 20 degrees. So that is not so bad for them. Getting down here into Mexico, we see that the lower areas, very, very hot there. And Cancun, 27, 28 today, pretty normal. And looking at the rest of Central America, not too bad. We do see that the higher elevations have some colder air. That is what is being depicted here. And we see the lower areas, of course, still holding some really nice heat in the Amazon and that region. So looking here, and Argentina, the cutoff area, Buenos Aires again, and below that it starts to get very chilly. And normally Chile is not bad, but when you get down to the bottom end of Chile, you get really chilly. So I'll leave that alone. Slide over to New Zealand. Looks a little warmer in New Zealand today, and are actually about the same as yesterday. It's really not that much warmer, but not bad all the way around for wintertime temperature starting to change, starting to warm up a little bit. A lot of variable stuff there, 14, 15, 16 on the east coast here, so nice for them to get a little bit warmer weather. Tasmania is still holding in at very low temps, and that is anywhere from 6 to about 11 from what I see. So that's what we've got. Melbourne coming in at about 10, 11 degrees. Not bad for them for right now. Sydney a little bit warmer at 12, 13. And of course Oz, home of the Oz here, about 15, 16 degrees. It looks like they're getting some of that cold air from down south rather than the warm air coming from the north. And sliding over, Adelaide was 11, 12 degrees, and then Perth about the same. So that's what we see there, sliding up into Malaysian, Indonesian area, and that is quite a warm, very, very warm. Looking at Bangkok, 28 degrees, and according to this, Sue brought up the weather, it says 29, 79% relative humidity, 85 degrees Fahrenheit, and that is what we see. There's that storm, that is South China Sea is what they call that area, and it is nasty in there, so hopefully it won't cause too much damage or anything like that. Taiwan be getting hit with as well as the northern portions of the Philippines and China down here. So going up a little bit more into Japan, we see half of it is very, very hot. The other side a little cooler, really not bad. Another big storm off the coast. You can see that shear line. Wow. A big difference and a big temperature drop on the other side. So you're going from 26 down to 20, basically in a few kilometers, all the way up to the Kamchatka Peninsula. A little bit cooler up there, and we can see how our cold air from the pass here is kind of starting to funnel in, and really starting to take a hold. So the seasons are changing, and we can definitely see that right there as well. Sliding over a little bit more, fairly hot in the bottom end of China. India, pretty normal looking. Sri Lanka down here coming in at anywhere from 22 to about 28 degrees, so not bad. And of course Saudi Arabia and its friends here, UAE, as well as Oman and Yemen, still quite hot. Looking at Iraq, fairly hot, and then Iran is actually a little bit cooler, and again must have some colder air aloft for the most part in those areas, because normally we see it a little bit more on the red side. And sliding over into the Sahara Desert here in Africa, it is still quite warm, and going up into Spain, still fairly warm for nighttime temperatures, really. Same thing with Portugal. Actually, bottom end of Portugal is cooler than the northern part. Kind of odd, but warm here in the Mediterranean, of course. Sicily, a little bit cooler today, or tonight actually for them. and same thing with most of Italy, but still fairly warm. So nothing really outrageous there. Piggy still having 24, 25 degrees Celsius, and no rain in sight from what I recall, and that is kind of what we're seeing there. Looking at up north here, still some big heat in here, so Turkey's going to stay warm for a while. And looking at France, I guess we could call that pretty normal temperatures. Same thing with Germany, not bad, even close to the Alps here, very reasonable temperatures. Belgium and Holland still doing very well as well. England, not bad, still higher than normal nighttime temperatures, so really good to see that. Includes Wales getting 18 degrees right now, and some of the coastal areas 19. That's not bad. Irish monk territory, and Ireland here, of course, he'll have about 13 or 14 degrees out there. A little, well, I was going to say a little cooler up here in Scotland, but it's about the same as Ireland. And going up here at Denmark, still showing some very warm temperatures. As soon as we get up here into Sweden, we see the temperature drop big time, and that also goes for Finland, Norway. Finland is here. Finland bottom end is still warm, but the top is cold. And if we zoom out a little bit, we can see there's that high, and it is probably drawing in some of that wonderful cold air. Sliding over here, quick look at what we are seeing in Iceland, and of course the systems right underneath here. It'd be a low pulling in that colder air along this path, and that is probably helping. There's probably another low here. Yep, there is too. So that low is drawing all that warm air back down into this region, so that'll help pull the colder stuff back down, and we do see that a lot of that is heading up though, which is nice. And here you can see some of that action in Greenland, and back over into the Davis Strait here and stuff. A big low sitting here, 4 degrees, 2 degrees for the most part there. Changing over, we can leave it actually. We'll start with Iceland and going over to precipitation, and there is that stuff. We have beautiful weather over in the Reykjanes area and the peninsula and the capital, but in the eastern portion, there's that low that's causing all this big mess here, and that is what they're seeing. So that may move over a little bit more and give England some more rain as well. Quick peek at Canada. Take a look at precipitation, and apparently they've got clouds coming and storms down in southern British Columbia and here in Alberta apparently, and then also a little bit in Saskatchewan, but down in the bottom end of Manitoba looks like they're storming, sliding over, and it looks like Quebec is getting some stuff, same as down here in Boston and New York, and also out here in New Brunswick and Nova Scotia, PEI area, as well as Newfoundland. They're getting nailed with some stuff. Looking at the U.S., small storms in a lot of different little places, and too many to cover. Looking at the bigger stuff, we do see a little bit more in Arizona, but not that much really. And when we look here, Mississippi area, and a little bit into Alabama as well, Mississippi and Louisiana getting nailed. A little bit out on the panhandle, and then down into Florida, more storms there as well. So that is what we see there. And then going into Mexico, and more clouds. That is the story of our life. If you want to see something, there's going to be clouds in the way. Northern portion of the Amazon looks like the only areas that are really getting some rain. The rest is not bad right now. South end of Chile is, of course, getting nailed with cold temps and the snow coming in there. And here's what we've got happening in New Zealand, and it looks like they are sitting on a pivot point for, pardon me, for that high up there and the low down here, or wherever it is. There's got to be a low in here. There it is. So that low, this high, and that low are making this, and very big shear front. And then I'm sure that there's another. This would be another high sitting here. If it was a low, it'd be going the other way. Or no, hang on, that's the wrong way. If it was a high, it'd be going counterclockwise. So that is what we're seeing, another low. And okay, this is Tasmania. They are getting hit with a pretty nasty storm clouds here. So probably well, we see some snow in some spots, but pretty heavy rain in some areas. And Melbourne, not getting any rain, but right along the coast. And same thing goes for Sydney and those areas. Going up to Brisbane, looks a little bit less up there. No major systems passing through. We do have this high sitting out here. That is keeping everything cold. And there's Perth, and not getting any precipitation there. Looking at our Malaysian, Indonesian, Philippine area, the concern, of course, this system right in here, you've got a high sitting here, and that is kind of odd. You got a circulation here, which is a low, makes you wonder. You got another high and a high there, kind of strange. This low though, that looks like it's the troublemaker, and that is making a big storm there in the Philippines and possibly Taiwan as well. Going up, looking at Japan, we do see something on the bottom end of the Sea of Japan, but that is not that large, so hopefully that'll dissipate. We see this low here and this shear front all the way up, going onto the Kamchatka Peninsula, hence the reason it is not very warm today. And remember, all that cold air that's pluming into here, that is mixing with the warm stuff and allowing a lot more moisture to develop into our cloud systems. And looks like they've got pretty nasty storms happening there. So that is what we see, sliding over a little more normal stuff for in India, and nothing really super special. And we still see when we look at it, our equatorial storm that basically goes all the way across the planet still exists. And looking here, and I hope Piggy can get some good news. No? Well, I was right about the stuff coming down a bit, and now let's see if we can get it to go over here to Kos. That would be nice, and you know, it might give Piggy some rain. Really, it could in a day or so if it slides over before it runs out of water. Would be nice if it could get all the way over there. The wind currents are correct, and there is moisture, so maybe she will get a little bit of stuff. Thor, welcome, glad to have you on board. And Robert Ferry also here, guys coming in near the end of the stream, but welcome anyway. We see down here in the boot of Italy and top of Sicily, they are getting some rain as well, probably very needed. Germany looks pretty dry, same thing with Spain and Portugal, a little bit down on the bottom of France, and sliding up a little bit more. We'll get to well, England, Wales a little bit. England's got a few places it's raining, and Ireland hit and miss with a lot of that stuff, but looks like most of it is in the north. Sliding up a little bit more, we see big storms here, and of course that whole area a lot cooler now. The warm area, of course, is where the storms are right now. That's what we're seeing there, and going up, seeing that all the way around. There's our back to Iceland, and what we see with the different systems drawing that through. So we've got this low here. There's looks like another partial low here, and that is all working together to draw that colder air down from the north. And that is about it. Lots of snow in Greenland. They should call it white land. Really, it's not so green. Anyway, Davis Strait still has that big low there. Okay, got that. I'm putting it back on temperature, and let's see what we can find. Hobart weather for New Zealand, 52 Fahrenheit or 11 degrees Celsius. That's not bad. Let's see what we can find here for. I already found a minus 75. It's going to be cold in Antarctica, I think, today. We will see how cold we get. Minus 75. And do we have anything colder? Just a quick scan across here to see where I'm at. Minus 72 on that guy, 73, 74, 76. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Minus 76 degrees Celsius. Sue Hayes found a minus 78, so very, very close, and probably not much noticeable difference between the two, you guys. So, yeah, please make sure you bundle up your penguins. That is very cold, minus 78 degrees Celsius, and that is over there. I wonder if there's cold spots over here too. Sometimes you find them in several different locations, but for the most part, you know, when you scan around like this, you find some pockets here and there that are really, really cold, and other places that you would think, well, why is it so warm there? You know, oh, I found it, minus 78, there it is. So I did find it, and yeah, minus 78, and yeah, that's right in here, and that is cool enough. So yeah, make sure you bundle up your penguins, you guys. Anyway, that is what we've got there for today. That is our stream for today, you guys. And I want to say thank you, everyone, for being here. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. And on those friendly notes, let's see if we can find a place to leave you here. I'm going to pop it back onto Sakurajima and see if that one is doing anything right now. And then it is time basically to say good night to everyone. Let's see if I can even find it. Or has it fogged out on me? No, it's on that guy. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, it's hard to see anything there. But if it's any consolation, the ice cream boat is in. You can see it. There's right there. So you still have an opportunity to get your ice cream. We are going to leave it on here for our end screen for today, you guys. So that is it. Thank everyone for being here, and you guys are awesome. And big thank you to the moderators, of course, and the super chat, only one today from Matt and Jen. Thank you for that $2 super chat. And then Kevin Haynes donated the $1 membership gift there, and that was awesome. Thank you to both of you guys, and also thank you to all of our members in here. Really do appreciate each and every one of you for your loyal support. Also, the support from everyone else in here. And just because you're not a member doesn't mean that you're not part of our wonderful lava family, just so you understand that. And I really do have to emphasize that, because there are some people who may not feel right or anything. If you're in here, and it doesn't matter who you are, you know, if you come in, you chat, and you're part of our wonderful group, that is support, and that counts. Also, when you hit that like button, that is support, and that counts. Just because you may not have a membership, or you may not be in a position to throw super chats in or anything like that, that's something that we understand. Okay, we're all part and parcel to those things. So please, remember that you are a wanted member of the lava family, and we do want you here. So thank you, everyone. No energy today. Garden is tough enough today. Thanks all. You are welcome. Anyway, be good, everyone, and take care of yourselves. And thank you, everyone. And again, thank you to all the wonderful people in here. Thank you to our moderators, of course, Arizona Snowman, Piggy, C&D Boy, and whoever else may have been on the sides. I really do appreciate you, moderators. And on that friendly note, I will leave it be on here for another few minutes, and we will do our thing. Thanks, and you're welcome, Grandma B. Okay, I really do appreciate all of you being here. And Mark the Shark, aloha. And anyway, on that friendly note, it is time for me to get off of here. And since I didn't, I burned right through a break or whatever, it's okay. We don't mind doing that. Otherwise, it'd take another 5-10 minutes, and we're okay with that. Keep smiling, everyone, and fingers crossed that we will see some lava in a place that is not going to harm or hurt anyone. And from those friendly thoughts, have wonderful, lavely dreams. And we will see everyone tomorrow. Same time, same place, same station. Thank you all. And please, please make sure that you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. And this is a VolcanoX. A good night, everyone. Have a nice night. Oink, oink.